Hello, hello, hello. I'm here tonight with a brand new reading called the Pick a Leaf reading, and I was so excited when the idea came to me. I had to do one immediately. So even though it's late at night, the wind is howling and you may be able to hear it out there. Rain is falling, which is a blessing when you're in the desert. And tonight we are going to ask the tarot to help us with finding the next steps to moving forward. Okay, so the photo on the front of this reading shows a woman with a beautiful artistic head of hairish sort of stuff, but it is a symbol of an overly busy mind. And so the figure is female, but the symbol is for everyone. So when you pick your reading tonight, you pick your deck, we're going to open ourselves up to allowing the cards to give us the wisdom to know what we need to hear from our inner being. Remember, the inner being is the part of you that is connected to the source, creative source, deepest within your being, the spark of life. There is a part of your humanity that connects at that point, and that's what I call the inner being. So when you are in a state of calm and ease and relief, you hear from that part of yourself better. And so that part of yourself, your inner being, is always wanting to connect with you. And that's the whole point of these readings. And love deeply, you are so loved deeply by your inner being and by whatever is your spiritual connection. You're not here alone. And the cards work like magic. I mean, I because of the art, I think that the people that are creating art, like in the stained glass windows all that time ago, that the people would sit in church and they would be impacted. They might cry or they might pray more fervently if they simply had that art as inspiration. Okay, so that's what's happening for us now with the tarot. So we're going to lay out these cards here, and this is for, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Oh gosh, it's group 1. I just get excited about these things because I get so thrilled with how the messages come out. I forget how to do the, filming stuff and what have you. But this is for group 1. And so group 1, welcome to this part of your reading. And what wonderful cards we have here. A lot of contrast. We have the devil and the world. And so we've got the dark and the light right next to each other. So what this says to me is that and it's so colorful. I love this. The 10 of Cups, of course, which is huge wish fulfillment. And we've got the devil and the world. We've got 2 major arcana, which means something's calling you from the inside for change. So your inner being is saying, you're doing great right now where you are because you are seeking answers. You are a person who realizes that there is, that everything has to be created on the inside before it gets to the outside. So you may be a person who's really believed and read a lot of material about manifesting, and you know that it works, and you're so sure of the outcome. I mean, it's coming with that 10 of Cups. All your wishes fulfilled, but something's not flowing. So your inner being wants you to face that inner conflict, okay? If you look at the devil card and you see this figure down in the bottom and the puppet, right? So this is a very small part of your humanity, okay? That part that's the farthest away from your inner being, let's put it that way. That a part of your personality that's out of reach to your inner being is suffering. But the truth is that your inner being is where all the sense of relief lies. Abraham Hicks teaches that the most powerful emotion you can manifest is the emotion of relief. Okay? So having that card in the reading just helps you realize finding those small parts of yourself that are resisting change is going to benefit you. And then the world, I love the world. I look at how it's walking into a portal, and look how her dress matches the 10 of Cups. You're very close to something you've been waiting for a long time. Look at how the symbolism of that joy, she's walking right through into her fulfillment. Now, yes, you may be needing a partner, that's what you're feeling will complete you, right? But this might be also suggesting success in your business, in your friendships, whatever has been closest to your heart that you're really wanting. It's your choice to be able to choose the thought patterns that bring you forward. Continually choose to move forward, meaning you have to leave parts of your self, parts of your part of your habits of communication, maybe that's what it is, something about you that you can let go of, that lifts up who you really are, so you can walk in towards your divinely orchestrated future. I mean, you're on the right track. So now what we have is the Healing with the Fairies deck, and we're going to draw the advice. So what is it that each of these cards, thank you, what is it that each of these cards want for our viewer in group 1? Okay, so for the Devil card, we have admit your true feelings to yourself. What a fantastic card. Let me just let you take a look at it, okay? But this is you and you. She's sitting in nature. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So, first step, find the connection to this little part of yourself. What is it? Do some seeking. There's something that you're insecure about that's part of your own personality. You can take care of this. Spiritual teacher. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. You may have a call in your life and you're a little frustrated that you're not able to do what it is that you're wanting to do yet. And this card really helps me see that for the viewers in group 1, there's a breakthrough coming. I mean, this could not be a brighter future. Okay? Oops, I'm so sorry. I'm jarring myself. And then we have in the last spot, for the 10 of Cups, who do you need to forgive? As you release old anger, let me hold it up. As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. Get my view. Okay, so don't you love this? Now, especially for those of you who have been on the spiritual path for a long time. Okay, listen in. We can get so used to our lifestyle of the spirituality we're living that we miss the tiniest little signs. So really watch when you're criticizing people on the inside. You know what it's like. We put on a smile, but we grit our teeth on the inside. So every time you have that grit your teeth feeling and you feel criticism, just ask yourself this. This is tough. Are you ready? Ask yourself, is there anything that I envy in this person? Okay, because the crazy part about this is that when you want to criticize someone internally, I'm not saying you do it out loud, but it's usually because you're envious of something in their life. Check that out, okay? So, overall, I would say your inner being is saying, well done, keep going, do not give up, do the little bit of work that's still left, and you can expect a lot of real promise here in the near future. So thank you, Group 1. I'm just going to clear the cards quickly here so I can prepare for Group 2. And so, Group 2, welcome. What I am excited about with this particular reading is that it gives people a chance to shed a skin or to prune, right? The photo in the start of the reading shows a woman, like I said in the intro, with all of those autumn leaves in her hair. And the autumn is a time when we let things fall. Actually, this reading comes right at the full moon, which is interesting, isn't it? Because it's a perfect time for shedding. So I feel if you picked Leaf 2, that this reading is really geared to help you with anything that needs to be shed, okay? And when I think of that, that pops into my mind how a dog sheds. I have a couple of them, and they do like to be tended to. They like when I brush them. So my thought is, are you doing anything for self-care? Or what are you doing? What can you do? whether it's even using lotion at the end of the day, where you just make a commitment for like a whole week, you're going to smooth lotion on those feet. But trying to do something that's physical in self-care, that may resonate with some of you. A lot of times in this reading, in any reading, it's not new information. It's what we call confirmation, because you're hearing me say ideas that you've been thinking in the past few weeks, and yet how could that happen when we've never met, right? So let's take a peek at our cards here and see what the Tarot has for us from our inner being to give us the advice we need on moving forward. Okay, so this is such a piece of good news. Okay, so as I take a pic, looking at these cards, I'm just going to bring us in a little bit closer so you can see better, even closer. There, I like that better. But so we have the Ace of the Ace of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So let me take a look. So family is very important, isn't it? Family is so important. You've had to put off some things. You've achieved some amazing things, for sure. But you're always there. You're the go-to boy, but you're the go-to person in your immediate group. If there's trouble, they know they can call you because you're strong. But there's parts of you that are so hungry to express themselves. Parts of you that are tired of waiting. Parts of you that know that you know that you know that you're ready. Okay? So your inner being wants you to know you are heard and you are loved. Okay? Your inner being knows that you're sitting on a red hot idea. And that this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but there's enough of us who are so similar. We have put ourselves on hold for everyone else. But you do have an idea that's viable and you know it. And so your inner being knows it too. But in the Six of Cups, what I see is growth. I mean, the people that used to depend on you are grown up. Okay? Even if they're children, there's enough self-sustaining in them that they are grown up enough for you to stand. The Queen of Pentacles, it's like a different suit. It's not the swords, which is where your ideas have been resting and desiring to shine that light and get out, right? And the Queen of Pentacles is the promise of that success. And it's such a powerful promise that she's just proud of what she's accomplished, but she's smart about her money. So this is a great word for the viewer 2, Leaf 2, to get smart about money. YouTube explaining money to kids, because if you can just get some education about how money works. Did you know that I'm not going to be totally correct because I was never good at math, but I think it's only 6% of the world's money is actually paper and coin. So there's a lot about, as you educate yourself about money, you're going to prepare yourself to truly take that leap into this next part of your life that's all about you. Okay, so your inner being is aware, working right with you to prepare you for these next steps that are coming. Okay, so an affirmation that's helpful is to say, I'm always in the right place at the right time. I'm always in the right place at the right time. That takes care of so many other affirmations, all wrapped up just energetically. If you want to juice it up a little, you can say, I love being in the right place at the right time. I love being in the right place at the right time. For me, when I say that, I feel it. I'm like, damn right, I do love it. The wind will open the door. Isn't that something? Oh my goodness. I better just walk away for a quick second. Close the door. So sorry about that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I wonder what I just said when the wind blew the door in, because it was like the power coming in, right? But anyway, quickly, let's grab our advice cards, and they're coming from the Healing with the Fairies deck. And, oh gosh, one just flew out there. So I'm just going to put this here. Actually, that came out in the first reading, too. That's like the wind blew it in. And then we just mix a little bit. All right. And then for the Six of Cups, the advice is emotional healing. And the Queen of Pentacles, we have healing, healed, and healer. Okay. So very nice advice for you. First of all, whom do you need to forgive? So if there's been some of this trapped between, like your two pieces of your brilliance trapping the third piece of your brilliance, your nurturing and your ability to help people is definitely something that's claimed a lot of your life, right? So as you release old anger or resentments, you will find that your wishes will come true. So just do a little housekeeping. I mean, I know you're in the spiritual walk, but do some, perhaps some journaling, and see what you can detach from right now. Gosh, it's raining so hard, you guys. So for the Six of Cups, for that idea of what the family, the things that have been keeping you kind of stuck in your old life, we have emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. So I would definitely look at getting some Reiki or some other energy work just to help you, because when you are doing emotional caregiving for your family in the midst of being an entrepreneur and wanting to get your work out into the world, it's very stressful for you. And you can get help, get readings, get the energy work. And then for the Queen of Pentacles, to walk into that energy, we have healing, healed, and healer. Healing energy surrounds you, in this situation. So look at the purple. It's such a spiritual color. So I really feel that some of you who are watching Leaf 2 are yourself energy healers, and you want to get out there. And so I think that getting that money education is the next step. Now, you can Google that, you can make a comment, and I can add resources if I can help you in that. So wonderful reading. Your inner being is absolutely on your side and has been watching all of this, really wants to guide you in your next steps. So thank you for watching. And now we are going to go to Leaf 3. Okay, welcome Leaf 3. I am so glad to have you here. The wind is howling and raining here. It's so dramatic. It's like approaching midnight. What a time to do a reading. It's approaching midnight, and I am trying to get these 3 readings in 20 minutes, and I'm not going to make it. But with any luck at all, this will continue to work for us. Okay? So as I draw our 3 cards for this last leaf. So when I think about you, I think about the idea of being a different sort of person, not looking the same as everyone else, feeling that sense of difference, like fish out of water all the time, right? And so I believe that your inner being tonight is going to just give you a sense of more confidence, that even though you might not be your typical human, that you have that you have a good balance of strengths and weaknesses, and that your inner being is very capable of guiding you into whatever it is you're needing to move forward about. Sometimes it can be a bit of social awkwardness that can really be problematic in getting to the place where you want to be, when you feel like you're just kind of a misfit, and you're never like always, what do you call it, always a bridesmaid and never a bride energy, never quite getting to where the dreams are truly answered. So when I look at the cards, I see a story just like I'm telling. When I see the Knight of Pentacles, I see a person who looks like they're in a stalled energy. The Knight has plenty of know-how. I mean, look at the trail of pentacles behind him. He knows a lot. He's learned a lot. But he's not really active. He's strolling along without shoes. So not many places would hire you without shoes. You know, he doesn't seem to have ambition. Okay, so it makes me think about, people who have a lot of gifts and even good grades in school and have a skill. But when it comes to talking to people and feeling comfortable, it just can't get it going, okay? And the sad thing is that the Nine of Cups is right there. So Nine of Cups is the success card, and so is the Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups shows a wish fulfillment in the arms being open wide, all of those cups there, all of the emotional balance of being able to hold success. Okay, down in the corner we have the treasure chest there wide open. So this shows a maturity of emotion. So that even though you may feel insecure, that you have more security than you think. Now, I read some research recently about the parts of people, the energy that people need to feel fulfilled in life, and love, and health, and those kinds of things, but also certainty. That if a person has a certain degree of certainty, they're going to have a happier life. Now, the real surprise was that it also meant that uncertainty was necessary. That in order to feel fulfilled, because we would be bored to tears if we didn't have some uncertainty. So when I look at the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles is a sign of achievement, okay? This is like an apprentice type of energy where the desk is full, there's many skills have been learned, and there's a readiness to move forward. The whole rainbow colors all through is just like a portal of energy to step through. So I would say that the message for you in Leaf 3 is that just to allow yourself to be who you are. Let the freak flag fly. It's not easy to have the social awkwardness or whatever you want to call it, or when the cat gets your tongue when it's important, or you're talking to somebody that's cool and you feel like a sixth grader again, that type of thing, because it's normal and it happens to everyone. So your inner being wants to just pat you on the back and say, you know what, do some self-appreciating. Like walk around the house and say, I appreciate myself. I do. I've been through a lot and I'm still here and I still believe. Okay? So let's pull a little advice from the Healing with the Fairies deck here quickly. And for the Knight of Pentacles, we have new home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. So some people, it is a move, and that's been part of your dilemma, is that you've needed to move and you know it and you haven't done it. But for most of the rest of us, it's more in the energy. Go through your house and get rid of shit. Everything you haven't used in a year, give it away. Do a freshening inside so that your new home, so you have a new home that really is a new home for you to live in. And even if you can't find the real new home you've been looking, you can really freshen the home you're in right now. Every day we can do something to freshen that energy. In the Nine of Cups, do some research. You need some more information about the situation. Look into it before proceeding. So if this is a situation with either some kind of physical move or employment, be sure to do your due diligence. Don't assume anything. Don't sign anything. Don't agree to anything until you do the research. The financial reward may be there for the investment of your time, but only you will know. And the Eight of Pentacles, our advice is spring. Your desires are fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. So I would say there's definitely, remember I said there's this portal of success here, that you can watch for a sign of your success arriving in spring. And I would watch for butterflies as signs that your inner being is guiding you step by step. So there you have it. Thank you very much, Leaf 3, and I look forward to doing our next Pick a Group reading real soon. Bye now.